Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Vanessa Love. So, I wanted to talk to you about insanity because it's something that I came across a couple of years ago, would have been back end of 2017. I found in A Course of Miracles the quote, "You believe in insanity because you created it, but you do not believe in love because you did not." Now, interestingly enough, there's lots of people that might say, "Oh, who coined it? Was it Einstein?" Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to see different results. Insanity, if you looked it up in the dictionary, it says insanity is used to describe abnormal mental behavior, mental activity and behavior, and also perhaps insane. If you are insane, you're crazy, dysfunctional was the other word, maybe, I think it said, but also you could potentially be a danger to yourself and others. So here's the interesting thing. With that quote from A Course in Miracles, you believe in the insanity because you created it, but you do not believe in love because you did not. The insanity that you believe because you created it is the story. So that's the bullshit story that goes round and round and round in your head that you believe to be true about yourself because of past conditioning and programming, or borrowing other people's beliefs or values because you are unaware of your own. And to be fair, we all have this. We all have an ego that creates and makes up and orchestrates our lives with this story, right? But we created it, which is why we believe it. That's the insane part. So yeah, you carry on, we carry on, because I'm aware of my story and I work every day in releasing mine and creating a new story from my heart, not my head. But if you carry on, if we as a human race carry on believing the insanity of our bullshit story that goes on and on and on, and it keeps us occupied for hours a day listening to the mind chatter, what else is it called, the chimp, the crazies in your head that have become so friggin' familiar to you. You run your life, you behave, you speak from this place. We behave from this place, we react from this place. That is insanity because it's just not true. What is true, however, you believe in insanity because you created it, but you do not believe in love because you did not. What's true is love. And I don't mean romantic love, hearts, flowers, kisses, cuddles, sex, all that kind of stuff. I'm on about the highest vibration that turns the world, grows the grass, and beats our hearts. I'm talking about the truth that resides at the core of each and every one of us. We've all felt it. It's flow, it's passion, it's excitement, it's peace, it's harmony. It's just, it's that scrummy feeling, that whole kind of the world could stop. It's green lights all the way to work, I call it. We've also experienced the insanity. Chaos, stress, survival mode, surviving. Yeah, it's not thriving at all. It's frustration, it's anger, it's low vibe. It's actually, do you know what? These are all the low vibe energy feelings, like your anger and frustration, come from, they're there because we believe the bullshit story, right? They're there because we believe the insanity of the crazies going on in our head. It doesn't mean to say they are bad feelings at all. They just make us feel bad. But what is true is that harmonious feeling, is that, like I said, what I call it, the green lights all the way to work feeling. The opposite of that, the insanity, is that crazy's chaotic place where you are just living from your head, where you listen to yourself. And that's the bit that we're so addicted to. We are addicted to the insanity of it all. That's what's crazy about it. So yeah, we live in that ego-driven story, that made-up story that lives in our heads, the crappy bit that we know just isn't us. You know, this isn't me. This isn't, this isn't how I thought it would be. This isn't how I saw my life. Kind of all those things when you say, there's got to be more to me than this. When you are caught up in your story and the insanity of your story, that's when you're in your head. And it is so important to drop from your head into your heart and actually begin to believe in love, because that is who you are. But because you didn't create it, because we didn't create it, we have such a hard time in accepting that. Every day, as best I can, I work on myself in releasing my story. It will always be there because I'm human, but I react less and less to it. My focus is on more and more on my heart, and the perfect, whole and complete part of me, of all of us. That's the energy that turns the world and grows the grass and beats our hearts. That's the bit that I want and I work on believing in every single day. And one of my greatest qualities is I see the beauty in people and I see the truth in them. One of my greatest flaws is I see the beauty in people. But only when you can believe in love, when you can believe in the highest vibration, only when you work diligently every single day to do the very best you can, to be the very best you can in connecting to that really loving, essential, nurturing, compassionate part of you with your eyes, your ears, your heart, your whole well-being. When you can listen to that part in you, that's when you can be there for others. And I believe, the more we are caught up in our insane stories in our heads, we are crazy. We are a danger to ourselves and others, because that's not the world we were created to be a part of. That's not the world, that's not the life that we are here to live. It's really not. And some people call me crazy and insane, and I used to get told off at school actually for daydreaming out the window. Vanessa must concentrate more. She's got to get with the real world. Well, that's what I was daydreaming about, the real world. And that's where I will allow my imagination to take me every single day. So my invitation to you is, are you ready and are you willing? More importantly, are you willing to release the insanity of that crazy made up bullshit story that we live our lives by every single day? And are you willing and ready to drop into your heart and live in the very best way you can from your gorgeous, harmonious, beautiful, loving self? Then let's come together, let's all join in, because it makes it so much easier when you can share that train of thought, that way of living with other people who are also open to exploring it and living that way too. I have some very special people in my life at the moment, and we're doing our very best to live this way. So come and join us. God bless you. Stop believing the insanity bullshit story in your head and start believing the true story of love that lives in your heart. God bless you. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.